Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Low Key J back in the motherfucking building. And guess what? Today we're going to be talking about the time that I almost got stabbed at a motherfucking party. Shit was crazy. Let's get right into it. So this story starts off with me just at the crib. I'm chilling with my bro, my real life brother. And it's late at night. And we trying to get lit. So we heard about this little party that was going on about an hour away from us. It was an hour away from us, an hour fucking drive, but we had to go because we were just fiending for a fucking party, and apparently there was none that night. So that was like the only one we really could go to, so we had to go to that one. So we're just chilling at the crib, kind of just getting ready for the party and stuff, taking a shower, blah, 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 doing all that bullshit, getting ready, because this bitch is going to be there. We got to be all clean and shit. You know what I'm talking about? We end up going to the party. But before we go to the party, we pick up my main man's. We going to call him Jeffrey. All right, we pick up Jeffrey from his crib. And then we pick up one other nigga from his crib. He was also a friend of us. We're going to call this nigga Don. All right, we're going to call him Don. So we had Jeffrey, Don, and we picked up one more person. And we're going to call this person, let's see, Oliver. All right, so we got Jeffrey, Don, and Oliver. And we picked them niggas up and we start heading over to the party. It took about like an hour to get there we're just in the car kind of chilling. I think we were honestly pre-gaming and stuff. I think we had alcohol and we were pre-gaming. Not exactly sure, but there was alcohol that was going to be at the party. And no, we were definitely pregame, actually. We had like Hennessy and all this other shit, and some beers and shit. So we were definitely pre-gaming while we were in the car and stuff. And we finally arrived to the party. And this is a second time being here, actually. We went to this party one time before. I could tell that story. It was a good time and stuff. But this was our second time going to this party. And we get there, we hop out the whip, and all five of us are just going into the crib, and we open the front door. We get into the house, and shit is just popping. We got bitches, we got males, we got a party going on, people playing ping pong and stuff, people taking shots in the back, people chilling out in the common area, just talking and shit. We get there and we just start enjoying ourselves, right? And I take a seat in the common area, and there's like two or three bitches that like come up to me, and they ask me what my name is and stuff. And I tell them my name, and then I ask them what their name is and stuff. They try to give me a handshake, but I don't reach my hand out for the handshake, and they're like, oh shit, like, yeah, we got an asshole here. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, nigga. In my head, I'm like, yeah, that's right, nigga. I'm a fucking asshole, and I love it. I'm not afraid to admit that I'm an asshole. I love being an asshole, especially when it comes to women. So they tried to shake my hand and stuff. I was like, nah, I ain't doing no shaking hands and shit with y'all niggas, with y'all bitches. So, yeah, but they're still talking to me. They're like, oh, he's an asshole. But then they still starting to talk to me and ask me questions and stuff, and I'm flirting with one of the bitches there, and she's flirting back with me. She really fucking likes me. So we're just chatting, flirting and stuff in the common area. I head over to the couch, sit there. She sits right down next to me, and we're just talking about sexual shit and all that. And yeah, we really just flirting and stuff. And we eventually get up, and I started to take more shots of some alcohol and stuff. Rob, Jeffrey, and Don, or Oliver, Jeffrey, and Don, they're like all just doing their own thing, and my brother's just doing his own thing. They're drinking alcohol, taking shots, talking to some of the girls there too as well. And I head over to the ping pong table, and the girl that I'm fucking with is heading over to the ping pong table as well. And she has a vape, right? So she's playing ping pong. She's about to be done with the ping pong game, and she has a vape. And I ask her if I can hit the vape, right? And she says no. And I like playfully say like fuck you. I playfully say fuck you, but I didn't know that her man was literally right next to us. And this nigga got pissed, man. This nigga got pissed when I said fuck you to his bitch. Very pissed. He was mad that his girl was honestly fucking with me and stuff. You know what I mean? He was very mad about that. So he ends up deciding to push me. So after I say playfully to the girl, fuck you, he decides to push me. So he pushed me back a little bit. It really wasn't like a strong push or anything, but he pushed me back a little bit. And I was like, bro, like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I was literally, like, I was about to, I was considering, like, really, like, turning it up a notch and, like, beating his fucking ass. He was lucky I was on alcohol because I'm, like, a happy drunk. I don't really get aggressive and stuff. But he was lucky because I should have beat his ass. He just pushed me and shit. I should have at least pushed him back or something like that. But I didn't. I didn't want to start a fight at the fucking party and shit. I really did not want to do that. I really did not want to do that. So her boyfriend gives me a little push, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, yo, and I'm like looking around and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why would you fucking do that shit? Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, you know what? Like, fuck it. I'm gonna head outside and shit. So I head outside for a second. I go take a piss. And then I just chill out there for a little bit, talking to my bro, talking to Don and stuff. And we're just chilling out there for a minute. And then we go back into the house, right? We go back into the house. And the nigga's bitch is still fucking flirting with me and shit like that, blah blah blah. But I head to the way back of the house, right, where they're like really doing shots and shit like that and drinking alcohol, doing blow on the table and shit like that. Well, I think they were, I don't know, but they didn't share any, unfortunately. So just was alcohol for tonight, no blow. I go back there to take a shot, and the guy gives me his alcohol bottle, right, and I start taking some sips from it and stuff like that. It turns out that he fucking spiked my drink. He fucking spiked my drink because what I was drinking was not just one shot. It was like 4 or 5 shots into one. It was some like super strong shit that he gave me, and I was not supposed to have that. I just wanted a shot, but he ended up giving me more than I actually wanted. And I think it was him and the other nigga, the bitch's boyfriend that was conspiring against me because they were mad that his bitch was fucking with me. His bitch was fucking. Like, why are you getting mad at me, like, for your bitch fucking with me? Like, I don't give a shit about your relationship, nigga. And then on top of that, like, I'm teaching you a lesson. Like, if she's fucking with me, like, you should be getting mad at her, not me. She is the one that's in the relationship with you. You know what I mean? She's the one who's supposed to uphold your relationship. I'm not supposed to uphold your relationship. I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm a stranger. Like, a girl's fucking with me. I'm fucking with her. She has a man's. Like, she's the one who's supposed to say no to me and be like, yeah, I have a man's, blah, blah, blah. She didn't even mention you, nigga. She didn't even mention you, nigga. She didn't even mention you. I didn't find out until like after you pushed me that, like, I guess that you were her boyfriend or whatever. She hadn't mentioned it at that point. She didn't mention shit. So yeah, he was just getting pissed at me for his bitch fucking with me. I don't understand that mindset. Why would you get pissed at your girl? She is the one who is supposed to uphold your relationship. She is the one who's supposed to keep your relationship in line and shit. If another man is trying to flirt with your girl, you need to check your girl. You need to check your girl and see if she's, flirting back with the nigga. If she's making moves on the nigga, right? If she's initiating on the nigga. If she's forwarding the flirtation with the nigga. You know what I mean? If she is fucking with the nigga, she's supposed to be the one who's supposed to keep your relationship intact, right? And you too, you're supposed to keep the relationship intact. She's supposed to keep the relationship intact. So if another nigga's fucking with her, even if she's attracted to him, she has to deny him because she's in a relationship. But guess what, buddy? Your bitch didn't do that. So I'm teaching you a lesson about your bitch not being loyal. So you should break up with this bitch and get with a bitch who's actually loyal for you, instead of trying to get mad at the nigga for doing what he does and and trying to fuck with your bitch when she didn't even tell him that she's in a relationship. It doesn't even make fucking sense. Get mad at your bitch, not the fucking nigga. I just never understood that fucking like mindset and shit. It's weird. But yeah, this nigga fucking, I feel like he conspired against me and like spiked my fucking drinks and shit. Like, gave me way too many shots than I wanted. Like, some super strong shit. I didn't tell them to give me that super strong shit. Like, I just wanted one shot, bro. But they gave me like fucking many, like four to six shots they gave me in one fucking sip or whatever, and it was fucking crazy. So they spiked my fucking drink with a shit ton of alcohol, and yeah, I pretty much ended up getting very, very fucked up, very fucked up. I ended up blacking out this night, but not at the party. You know, not at the party. I wasn't blacked out, but I was acting fucking crazy. And I know I was flirting with that nigga's bitch like fucking hella. He didn't push me again though. But I was flirting with his bitch fucking hella. And we were just all enjoying ourselves at the party, just having like a really good time. All my friends didn't have their drinks spiked, so they weren't like super duper drunk like I was. And apparently, what happened is the nigga got mad at me again. You know, I was flirting with this bitch. His bitch was fucking with me, and the nigga got super pissed at me. And we got into a little bit of a heated fucking argument together, to the point where like the nigga pulled a fucking knife out on me. They wanted us to leave the party so bad because his bitch was fucking with me, that the nigga fucking pulled a fucking knife out on me, and he was threatening to fucking like stab me and shit. So we all went outside. Me, Don, Oliver, and I forget the other nigga's name. I said Jeffrey, I think, was it? Or me, Don, Oliver, and my brother. We all went like outside, and like the nigga was kind of fucking following us and shit. He was following us outside because me and him were like having like a verbal little battle and stuff. You know, like I was like saying like fuck you and shit, and he was saying like fuck you, nigga, like get the fuck out of here, blah 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 blah. I'm like, bro, like what the fuck is wrong with you? Like fucking chill out and shit. Like bro, like you need to fucking chill. I was like, don't get mad because your bitch is fucking with me and shit like that. And he got fucking pissed and just started like coming at us and shit, coming at all of us. And we was outside, and we went like to the back of the house where like all of our cars were parked and stuff. So I had to take a break for a second, guys, but I am back now. So let's get back to where we were in the story. So like I said, we went sort of to the back of the house where all the cars were parked and stuff. We like passed through the driveway and stuff like that. And this nigga who's, you know, with the bitch that was fucking with me and stuff, he was like following us and shit, and he was like on my ass, like truly about to stab me. I don't know if he was actually gonna stab me or not, because it kind of seemed like maybe he was just doing it just to make me scared so that we would like all run off and stuff. My brother, I mean, he was holding the guy back, and he literally had like the knife in his fucking hands. He was holding the guy back from trying to charge at me with the knife, and he was trying to get him to stop and trying to get him to calm down. Like they were on like the side of like the driveway, and I was at like the back of the house where there was like sort of like a little patio or whatever. I had an alcoholic beverage in my hand. It was like a Corona or something, all glass and shit, and I was fucking pissed, man. I was fucking pissed. And it was crazy because my brother, like I said, was just holding this guy back, and he had the knife in his fucking hands while the dude had the knife out like this, like he was holding it right in front of him. My brother was just trying to calm him down and shit, and we were just both talking shit back and forth, me and this nigga. I was like, fuck that shit, like nigga, I don't give a shit, blah blah blah, like nigga, come try to stab me type shit. Like I was like, come try to stab me, I dare you type shit. And he was like, I'm gonna fucking do it, blah 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 blah. And my brother was just holding him back, like, just bro, just calm down. And I took my fucking Corona and slammed it on the fucking floor, and it fucking broke. And he was like, bro, what you fucking doing, bro, blah 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 blah. And my brother was still just holding him back, had the knife literally in his fucking hands. And finally he was able to get the nigga to calm down enough. He was like, all right, bro. He was like, we're going to fucking leave, okay? We're going to fucking leave. Everything's going to be good. We're going to fucking leave. And I just kind of stopped, like, antagonizing the dude. I stopped antagonizing the dude. And I ended up just going back to the car. And then finally my brother was able to calm him down. So the dude finally just left and went back into the crib. And I got back into the car, and I blacked out at this point. I mean, I was fucking done in the fucking car. My brother said my eyes were like rolling back and stuff. He was trying to wake me up and shit, but I wouldn't wake up. And then We drove all the way for an hour back to the crib, and I remember Don, he had to like drive for us because he was like the least drunk and stuff. So he had to drive us all the way back to our crib for like an hour. And we got back to my house, and this nigga and my brother just had to fucking lift me out of the car, both of them, because I literally could not walk. Like, I was so fucking drunk. I could not fucking walk. I was like, oh, shit. Like, my eyes were, like you said, my eyes were closed. They're rolling back in my head. I was fucking drunk as shit. Like, I literally almost died this night from alcohol poisoning. That's what my brother told me. I literally probably almost died that night from alcohol poisoning because them niggas wanted to fucking spike my drink and shit on some conspiracy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like on some conspiring shit. They wanted to do that shit. So yeah, him and Dawn, they had to literally drag my ass back into the crib. Like, both of them had my arms up and just like was leading me back to the crib. I probably had my knees on the ground and shit, and they were just like dragging me there. And I finally got back into the crib, and I just like passed the fuck out and completely fell asleep. I am glad that I did not die from like choking on my puke that night. I didn't even puke at all. I'm able to handle alcohol pretty well, so even if I get super drunk, like I'm still like good, I guess you could say. Like, you know, I don't really like puke and stuff like that. So, yeah, I'm glad I did not die from choking on my own puke. That would have been bad. But yeah, like I like went to the bathroom and I like fell down in the shower, and then my brother had to like fucking lift me out of the fucking shower and put me back into the fucking bedroom and shit, and I finally just like completely fell asleep. And he went and dropped like, you know, everybody off after he dropped me off because I had to get back to the crib. Like, the way I was so drunk like that and acting, like I had to get back to the crib first. And so he dropped off Don, Jeffrey, and the other nigga that I said, I forget his fucking name. I really forget. Oliver. Dropped off Oliver and all them niggas. Came back to the crib, and then you know, he fell asleep and stuff. And he was still kind of drunk too, to be honest. So yeah, it was a crazy night for sure. It was a crazy night. Dude, like when we were in the house and shit, like he got pretty close to me with the fucking knife. I don't think the dude was actually gonna stab me. He was kind of being a pussy and stuff. I don't think he was gonna actually stab me. I think he was really just trying to scare me off, trying to get me go back to, you know, leave the party and stuff because his bitch was fucking with me and he was mad at me for his bitch fucking with me. Okay, nigga, I don't give a shit about your relationship. It is not my duty to uphold your relationship. It's not my duty to make you think that your hoe is loyal when your hoe is not fucking loyal, buddy. Okay? Your hoe is a hoe. Okay? So acknowledge that fact and break up with the bitch, bro. Because I just taught you a lesson. The fact that she's fucking with me should tell you that you should break up with that bitch, have some self-respect, and go get a new fucking bitch who actually fucks with you and won't fucking cheat on you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, fucking don't get mad at the nigga who's fucking with your bitch. Get mad at your bitch. Okay? And then get a new bitch. That's what you should do. That's what you should do. Not try to fucking stab me, like, over that shit. Like, really try to fucking stab me over that shit. Like, fuck you, nigga. I should have fucking beat his ass like the second he fucking pushed me that in that party and shit. But I was trying to maintain the peace. I was trying to maintain the peace and just be cool and everything like that, you know. So, and then yeah, actually, I met up with this bitch afterwards, and we was like at like this beach or whatever, and we were in the parking lot of the beach, and I went in this girl's car and like we did some like blow together and kind of made out, felt up on her titties and stuff. It was lit, and this was after the party. You know, this was after the party. Her mans wasn't there and stuff, so it was great. There was no threats of me being stabbed and shit like that. So it was amazing. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's pretty much. Thank God my bro was there too, because he did a lot for me. Like, he really fucking almost put his life on the line for me, like holding that nigga back with the knife in his fucking hands. He could have got cut up and shit, whatever. Like, I appreciate my bro, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much the story, guys. I'm gonna call it the end of the video right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Tell me if I did a good job telling it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, my niggas.